There's going to be the books for your car. If I can get you to initialize these, that would be greatly appreciated.
Okay.
And what you're going to initial is the stuff that we provided you from a book perspective.
Okay.
So what you're looking at here is you've got the Lemon Laws, which is your consumer information booklet.
Correct.
Second one is your owner's guide right here.
Perfect.
You've got your detailed owner's manual and detailed warranty on the CD.
Great.
And then you've got your Sirius XM radio stuff,
Okay.
as well as the sticker for the vehicle. I'll put that in with the car.
Okay.
If I get you,
And that's the XM is for 3 months.
correct, free for the first 3 months.
Okay.
Excellent. So I can get you initial those and sign on the very bottom. That'd
You
be
want the
really
initials right
appreciated.
here?
Exactly. And I've already done the registration process, so that's been
Okay.
taken care of.
That's all good. Okay,
Excellent.
great.
And sign the very bottom. Cool. Right there. Perfect.
The date is
3-2. And then based on the conversation we've had, I've completed the delivery or the personalized settings worksheet. So all the settings are in here. I've already configured the car.
Those are what we went over yesterday.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's all done. I've already set the car up, so I'm going to go over and show you the vehicle.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you, Fred. You've been great.
Awesome. Thank
Really
you.
appreciate it.
May I see your phone?
Absolutely.
Here we
Fred.
go.
Here, let me.
If you could unlock it, that'd be great.
There you go.
Thank you. So we want to go over here, go to settings, Bluetooth. You're already good there. We're going to go to phone.
Great.
Yes. Yes. Oh, there we go. Yes.
Okay.
And continue. And the technology is much faster now in the newer
It's
cars.
incredible.
It's iPhone. And we're going to go ahead and pair it.
Okay.
We're going to allow for fast syncs, your phone book.
Okay.
You're going to HuntLink Assist is great. That's going to notify emergency personnel if you get into an accident and you're unconscious.
Okay.
You definitely want to turn that on. And we're
Yeah.
going to use Apple CarPlay.
Okay.
So a couple things to know. Just when you're talking to the car and you're not connected to Apple CarPlay, you've got these 3 buttons over here. Pick
Okay.
up, hang up, and speak a command. To
Okay.
make a phone call, you just push the button.
Okay.
The voice prompt
You can interrupt
will be
her.
interrupted at any time.
Phone call.
After the beep,
And then you can just speak a name that's stored in your
name
phone.
and phone
That's
type.
simple. Thank you very much. Let me introduce you to your new Honda Civic, okay?
Thank you, Fred.
You've got the smart entry system with the keys. So the car is locked. To unlock it, you just walk up and open up the hood. And open up the trunk.
Now, do those have to be near me, on me?
Exactly. Just in your pocket, in your purse.
Okay.
And you're all set. So you've got your nice big trunk back in here. You've got your cargo tray in here that we talked about.
Good, okay.
Underneath your cargo tray in the little well where the spare tire is, there's going to be a great little funnel in there. Let me show you what that's for. Come on over here. So when your car is locked, so is your lid here. When you unlock the car, this is unlocked. And again, you got it's
But
capped
you
and
still
sealed.
have to have the keys in your hand.
Exactly.
Okay.
Perfect. And then this is where you use the gray funnel. There's 2 little doors in here. There's one and
right.
one inside.
Yes.
So you use that little portable gas can. You'll put the funnel there and then fill it in. Otherwise, just put the gas thing in and you're all set.
Okay.
Let's take a look at the outside. The detailed guys did a fantastic job with the car.
Looks very
I
nice.
love the color selection you chose. Right with the ivory interior. And on the X model, you've got your fog lights. Absolutely gorgeous car. And then you're going to see on the car itself, you see the camera array above the rear view mirror.
Yes.
And the radar device is up front. That's part of the Honda sensing. So the other thing I want to show you is with your keys. Again, as long as the key is in your hand or in your purse or your pocket, to unlock the car, just put your hand in and open the door. So lock the car is that you have walk away auto lock, so you just heard that one beep. I'm going to walk away from the car again. Another beep, the car is now locked. It's that simple. The one beep just said it's engaged, the second beep tells you that it's locked. Let's get you inside the car and we'll go over the inside features. I'll take the driver's seat if I may though. Come on over here. Turn it red and huck the back.
Black stripe.
Yeah.
Does the seat move up a little bit?
It does. On that one, you've got the power seat for the driver, but a manual seat for the passenger.
Right, okay.
And I'll put your keys right here.
Okay.
All right, so to start the car, put your foot on the brake and push the button. Car's on. Now, if you ever wanted the auxiliary power to come on without the engine, keep your foot off the brake and push this button twice, and that will allow you to play the radio, have the fan on, stuff like that, okay?
Okay.
Perfect. All right, so I've already done the personalized settings based on what we talked about, so we're gonna go on and walk through those features for you. First thing we'll do is we'll talk about your phone. So I paired both yours and your husband's phone with the car. They're already in there. I've got the smart USB port down in here that I plugged it into, and there's a little shelf. You got your nice Apple-sized cable. When you plug this guy in, you'll see Apple CarPlay on your phone, and you'll see Apple CarPlay here. So once that's done, I push Apple CarPlay, and just like you said, you hold the button down for like 2 seconds. So now watch this. Directions to AT&T Park.
Getting directions to AT&T Park.
And now you have a navigation system on your car through your phone. Absolutely fantastic. And navigation. And this, I already had something I was playing with, so we're good there. Next thing it's going to do, you can actually text legally. Watch this. Hold it down for 2 seconds again. Text Fred Walker.
What do you want to say?
Blah, 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 blah.
Your message to Fred Walker says, blah, 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 blah. Ready to send it?
Yes.
I'll send it.
Nice. And then the other thing, you can actually make phone calls for people not on your phone. So watch this. Call Starbucks, Davis, California.
One option is Starbucks on 2nd
And there
Street.
you have it.
Let me know if I should call one
The
of
other
them or
thing that's
give
cool is
directions
you've
for
got
you.
the button to enable Siri here. You can also enable Siri here by holding this down for 2 seconds.
Oh.
And this will also take you back to the main menu, which is super cool. And it's just like a smartphone. Things slide across, different icons.
Okay.
When you add more apps that are supported by the Apple CarPlay, they'll show up here as well. Okay?
All right.
Cool. Next thing we want to do is we want to talk about your audio. So in your audio, we'll go over here. And I've already pre-programmed all the stations we talked about. So let's go to source first, then we go to FM. And so you wanted 96.1. So all I did is I programmed it in, and then I held that button down for 3 seconds, and it programmed it in. So your FM's done. If I go over here to source for AM, go here to AM. Down here you've got your 680, your 740, 810, and 1050. Last thing is we have Sirius XM radio, which is free for the first 3 months.
Yes.
And what I programmed for you is the following. I gave you 50s on 5, which is Frank Sinatra stuff. 60s on 6, again more Frank, as well as Broadway tunes.
Perfect.
So you got all that.
Perfect.
So I got that all squared away for you.
Thank you.
Your audio's done. So just to show you really the high level from a settings perspective, I set it up everything based on what we talked about, but we can always change that. So if you want to change something in the future, let me know.
Okay.
So first thing we do is you go to settings, and then everything's menu driven. Clock, I've already set up the clock, and then for our time zone, that's all set. So clock is done. You've got your camera, and your camera's got your rear camera, so you've got fixed and dynamic backup lines turned on right here. So you've got your fixed, here's your dynamic.
Okay.
The other thing that's cool is from here, the bumper to this dotted line is 1.5 feet. That's 2.5, and that's 7.5 feet behind you.
Okay.
You've got your wide angle, which is my favorite. Then you also have a normal backup camera. And then if you're backing into a parking space, you've got straight down so you can see how close you're getting to the wall. Pretty cool, huh?
All right.
You've got your lane watch camera. So when you turn on your right turn signal, you're going to get your lane watch camera. Now this line right here is 10 feet behind the car. This one's just under 40, and that one's just under 80 feet behind you. That'll come on when you either turn on the right turn signal, or you can have this little button on the end of the turnstile. It'll turn that on as well. So that's nice. Like when I'm driving down the freeway, I have it turned on so I can see the cars coming up from the right.
Right.
Super cool.
Correct.
Excellent. Okay, cool. Back over more to the settings. We've already kind of done that, and then just the other ones you're going to go into are for vehicle. And so all the stuff we set up. The things of note here, one is the doors. Right now the doors are programmed so that when you get in the car, start it, and you go into drive, it just locked all the car doors. Put it back into park, all the doors are still locked, but if you're in the front seat, you can just get out.
Right.
That's the safest way.
So the children cannot get out
Correct.
unless I press the...
Right. They also have the little lock button above the door handle too, but for
Okay.
the most part, that's about the safest way you can get it.
Okay.
Cool. That's that. Like I said, we've already set up the walkway auto lock. You're good there. Any questions on the settings, come and see me. I'll take good care of you, okay?
Thank you, Fred.
My pleasure. Okay, so a couple other things. Let's talk about Honda Sensing. Again, you've got the camera right here and the radar device up front, and that's going to do 4 things to the car: collision mitigation braking, roadside departure mitigation, adaptive cruise control with low speed follow, and lane keeping assist. The first 2 we talked about, the roadside departure mitigation is on. I can see that green light, and I can see that the collision mitigation braking system is on because I don't see a little yellow light saying that it's turned off. And those are on. Leave them the way that.
So I always have them all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just leave them the way they are. That's perfect. The other 2 are your adaptive cruise control and lane keeping assist. You see this main button here? If I push this, I disable the system.
Okay.
I want it enabled, so I always leave that guy on. So to set your lane keeping assist now, you just push this every time you want it on. When you don't want it on, just leave it off. You see those dotted lines that just popped up?
Mm-hmm.
So as you're driving down the road now, if the camera ray can see the lanes in front of you going between 45 and 90 miles an hour, those dotted lines will go solid. The car will literally keep you in the middle of your lane, even through a sweeping turn. In my car, I turn on at night. During the day, I kind of keep it off. So super convenient.
So where do you turn it off? Right there?
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
And if you want it off, just don't turn it on, and you're all set. But just toggle on
Okay.
and off. The other one is your adaptive cruise control. And right here, you see this little guy with the lines? You can push this to set the distance between you and the car in front of you. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 or 3.5. When I'm driving down the road and I set my cruise control, I usually keep it at the full 4 lengths or four settings, because when I'm doing like 70 and the guy in front of me is doing 60, the car will automatically adjust speed when I get within that range.
Okay.
The other thing that's really cool is the low speed follow. So as I'm driving down the road in commute traffic, I set that back down to one length. The reason why I do that is so cars don't keep cutting you off. But the beautiful thing of low speed follow is the car will accelerate and decelerate for you in commute traffic. Absolutely
Okay.
cool.
So you don't do anything with the pedal, the accelerator.
Yeah, exactly. Be ready to respond, but don't put your foot on the brake pedal because it will cancel the system. But when you're in just standard commute traffic, you'll love the way it handles. Fantastic. Coming over here, you've got your releases. This is for your trunk release right there in the door. You've got your hood release right there. You've got your econ button. You know your econ button is turned on when you see the flower.
Okay.
Okay, when that's on, it's going to do 4 things to the car to get better fuel efficiency. How it accelerates with the gas pedal, how it accelerates with cruise control, how it shifts gears, and how much for draw you put on the edge with the air conditioning. It'll balance power and performance versus fuel economy and favor fuel economy. Leave that on all the time, you'll turn it off for just 2 reasons. You want the cabin to cool quicker, or you think you need a little bit more power.
Oh,
Okay,
all right.
so that's super convenient. Cool.
And the brake hold.
Brake hold is great. You want this on when like on those crazy hills in San Francisco. You need your seatbelt on, you got to be moving, put brake hold on. When you get to the apex of that hill and you need to stop, once you apply the brake's going to stay on until you step on the accelerator. So it makes driving a lot less stressful. Very cool.
Okay.
You've got the dual zone climate control. Come over here, just hit climate. You'll see you've got your controls here. I've got to turn it on first. So we've got dual zone climate control, 71 and 62. If I want everyone to have the same temperature, just hit sync. Or if I want to change it, I can change that as well.
Okay.
You got your fan speed, you got your mode, and on and off for the AC.
Now what about the heater?
Heater's here, just adjust the temperature. Right now I've got heat on.
Okay.
That's simple. You've got on and off for the controls. You've got your circulating air. You've got defrost mode for both front and rear. Your
Okay.
heated seats. There's 3 settings, high, medium, and low, for both
Okay.
the driver and the passenger. We've talked about that. We talked about the phone. You have your one-touch power moonroof. Just pull this guy back. It's automatic. You can stop it anywhere you want. And then the other nice feature is when I shut it, I can actually tilt it for ventilation as well. And the way you do that is pushing straight up. Now you can vent the car at the same time. And to close it, just push it forward. And this guy gets closed manually.
Okay.
That's essentially what I wanted to cover with you. What questions may I answer?
When I put my fast track up, should it be, am I going to interfere with any of that?
No, you've got a nice little shroud in there. The camera is actually inside that. So you
Okay.
can put your fast track here or here.
Here.
I'd probably recommend right there. That way it's out of your field of view and
Right.
it'll still function for the bridges and all.
So right here doesn't, okay.
Yeah. And I'd probably put it right there. That way you're blocked from the mirror anyway. Putting it
Right.
right there I think would be perfect.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Cool. I got your books and your sticker in the car. How's the experience? Have I done a great job of meeting 100% of your satisfaction?
Absolutely, Fred.
Awesome.
You've been terrific once again.
Hey, thank you very much, and thank you for continuing to be a member of the Honda family.
Absolutely, Fred. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please call or text when you have questions. I'm always available to help. University Honda is located at 4343 Childs Road in Davis, California, just off the base off ramp of US Highway 80.